Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Engineer Waqas Abdul Salam. I belong to Lahore. I am working as Assistant Director Electrical in Government Center of Excellence for Training and Development, Government Staff Training College, Mughalpura, Lahore. Before I start my video, I want to introduce myself. I have joined TAPTA in November 2016 as a regular principal in Government Technical Training Centre, District Jail, Gujarat. It was the newly college of TAPTA in the prison department, and I was the first principal of that institute. During my tenureship as a principal, I have performed my administrative duty as well as teaching responsibilities. I established the new institute and started the courses in it. During my period, the enrollment was more than 100%. The result was 100%. Cleanliness and maintenance standard of the institute were up to the mark. Discipline of the institute was remarkable. The beautiful tree plantation was planted within the premises of the institute. My monitoring methodology was different from the conventional principle. I have made interviews with my students. I have personally observed the teaching methodologies of my teachers and make them suggestions to improve their methods of teaching. During the period of 7.5 years when I was appointed there, it was excellent period of the institute. After that, I was transferred to Research and Development Section, TAPTA Secretariat Lahore as Assistant Director. In this department, I worked on the primary and secondary research process, feasibility study of the institutes, upgradation of the courses, upgradation of the institutes, gap analysis of the courses. I have learned a lot of new things in this department. After that, I transferred to Government Staff Training College, Mughalpura, Lahore on August 2023. In this institute, my responsibilities were a little bit different. I was assigned the task of lead trainer and master trainer of the trainings in GSTC, Mughalpura, Lahore. The first training which I conducted was skill upgradation training of electrician trade. After that, I conducted 1 month GIC overseas returnee trainings. I have completed 2 batches of it, and all of my students who got training are working in the field and got employment. In addition to that, in summers, industrial trainings are conducted in Staff Training College, Mughalpura, in which teaching staff of TAPTA are trained on the floors of industry. The major industries like PEL, Sky Power, Unique Solar, Creative Electronics are our partner to conduct industrial training at their floor. In addition to that, I have assigned some additional duties like international accreditation, discuss with the head of office in the it synchronize with the growing trends of industry. So it is my introduction of the career. Now I want to give you the brief introduction of my academic record. I am BSc electrical engineer. I have got BSc electrical engineering degree from Punjab University Lahore in 2012. 2012. After that, I got enrolled in MS electrical engineering program and I got MS electrical engineering degree in 2015-16 batch. Currently, I am doing PhD in electrical engineering and I am the research scholar in the field of electrical engineering. So I have learned from my education and apply these education and skills in practical and always try to convey my skills and knowledge to new generation. Recently I have joined the artificial intelligence teachers training program which is conducted by the collaboration of TAPTA and Rehan Foundation. I have assigned a task to watch a TEDx video and to present a review presentation which describes the TEDx video. So I want to start the review presentation. The TEDx talk review presentation is about a TEDx video whose title is to stop teaching, start learning. The speaker of the TEDx video is Mariappan Jawaharlal, and the event is the TEDx Eco Park, published in 21/7/2016. The problem or core thesis issue of the TEDx video is that teaching is sacrificing learning. We must shift the focus from the teacher's delivery to students' authentic engagement and inherent satisfaction in learning. Secondly, speaker's origin story, the Asian education trap, limited choice in the speaker's youth. Society offered only three variable career paths: doctors, which are most lucrative, engineers, second best option, failure, the third choice. Next, the path set the speaker was set on becoming an engineer from a young age, describing the experience as a horse with blinkers on. Education as dues. His entire education experience felt like preparing for an exam and playing and paying dues rather than genuine learning. He found that there is a disconnect between teaching versus learning. So the core question is that what is the difference between teaching and learning? When we consider teaching, it is teacher centric And when we consider learning, it is student centric. Focuses on the delivery. I am talk about the teaching. Focus on the delivery in terms of slides and curriculum, while in learning, focus on satisfaction. In teaching leads to the acronym studying, while in learning, driven by hope, better job, new skills, making parents proud. In teaching, results in information overload and disengagement. In learning is an inherently satisfying activity. Now, the problem with teaching, if teaching equal learning, there would be no failures. Every student would be an A student. Next, he explores the speaker uses childhood examples to show that mastery is an organic, self driven process. First of all, learning to walk. Children fall thousands of times before they walk. Adults don't give them lessons, they are allowed to learn when they are ready. Learning language. A 5-year-old masters an incredibly complex skills language just by listening and interacting. The difference, when a child make a mistake, he say library instead of library. It is cute. When the speaker made mistake in the school, he was punished. Next is the decline. The formal teaching starts after age 5, and test scores subsequently show students start losing the language they had already mastered. Next, the speaker said 600-year-old classrooms. The speaker displays a 40th century illustration of a classroom. Observation. The illustration shows students asleep, chatting, and disengaged while the teacher lectures. Conclusion. Replace the book with cell phones and laptops. And modern classroom is no different from what was there 600 years ago. The lecture format fundamentally fails to engage. The solution engage next the solution engage don't lecture. How to stop teaching and start learning. The goal is to bring back the joy of learning by engaging students. Engagement indicators include curiosity, something that captures immediate attention, self motivation, activities we are intrinsically driven to spend time and money, hands on activity, doing something active like riding a bike. Method 1. The power of stories. Stories work for all subjects, even engineering and math questions. Example, telling the human story of Andy Grove, founder of Intel, escaping Budapest by swimming across a river, made a lasting educational impact on his daughter. His action find the emotional story behind the question, the historical conflict. Now the solution simplify for true understanding. The Feynman technique. The principle of Feynman technique is that if you cannot explain a concept to a fifth grader, you don't understand it yourself. Richard Feynman example. The renowned physicist would take days to simplify a complex concept because he believed simple explanation was a test of his own comprehension. Call to action for students. If a professor cannot explain a concept to you in a different, simpler, better way, they likely have no clue what they are talking about. Final plea. Stop hiding behind complex equations and terminology if you truly understand the core idea. Now, summary of the whole discussion is that stop teaching. Abandon the teacher centric lecture heavy model that has failed for 600 years. Start learning. Focus on facilitating engagement, motivation, and hands on discovery. Educator's role. Put a little fire fuel for inspiration to get kids started, and they will do rest. Discussion points. How can we apply the fifth grader test to our own professional or educational communication? What is one complex subject we teach that could be reframed through a powerful story? How do we measure learning satisfaction instead of just test scores? Now, I want to make some reviews from my own self, which I have learned from this TEDx video. The author is of the view that teaching and learning are two different sides. We are in our educational institutions focus on teaching and we are not pay attention to the learning. Teaching concept is related to your topic, your curriculum, concepts, while learning is a different thing. Learning is a self driven process. When a teacher enters into the class, he cannot capture the mind of the student and he does not try to draw the attention of the students. It means he wants to impose his ideas onto the students. Students are not paying attention to his lecture. It means the teacher does not involve the students in his teaching. He does not take feedback from the students. Students in the class wasting their times, they do not pay attention, and the teacher are failed to capture the mind of the students. So, it is not the process of learning. We can say it to a some extent the process of teaching, but it is not the process of learning. Learning is something different from teaching. In the process of learning, students by self involve in the process of learning. Their teachers have abilities to draw the attention of their students. The teachers, by their methods of teachings, capture the minds of students. They draw their attention, and students start to think about the concepts of the teachers. A good teacher always takes the feedback from the students. During the lecture, he make questions to the students. He try to involve the students in his teaching process. He takes feedback from the students. All of his activities are because he wants to get the attention of his students. He wants to capture the minds of his students. And when he succeeds in this process, it means the process of learning has been initiated in the classroom. Unfortunately, nowadays we impose pressure on the process of teaching and neglect the process of learning. It is a very disastrous thing. We should have to make stress on the process of learning so that people so that the children can learn more from his teacher, from their teachers. Present this, I am very thankful to you for seeing the video, and now I say goodbye to you. Thank you very much.